Mark Harmon is an incredible actor, best known by NCIS fans for his role in the series before his 2021 departure. And if there's one thing fans love, it's a peek into their favorite actor's private life every once in a while. In this video, we'll be taking a look at Mark Harmon, talking about his part in his son's engagement and his future daughter-in-law. So stay tuned. First off, Sean Harmon and Courtney Prather are getting married. It's always incredible for fans to hear about their favorite actors getting married, or this time around, their son. As everyone knows, Mark Harmon and Pam Dawber have been happily married for a long time already. The couple's elder son, Sean Harmon, announced his engagement to Courtney Prather more than a year ago in July 2021. Now, the NCIS star has revealed that he had his own parts to play in the coming of the beautiful story. Getting engaged is no joke. It's a lifetime commitment, and both partners have to be mature enough to make it work, or it'll just be a burden you'll carry on for the rest of your life. Luckily, it doesn't seem like this will be the case with Sean and Courtney, as they want to follow in the footsteps of Sean's parents. Mark and Pam have been married for over 30 years, which is a great feat in itself, seeing as we're talking about Hollywood here. Everybody knows this industry is all about relationship drama and unstable marriages, and of course, a surprising number of divorces. But not Mark and Pam. They've carried on a healthy relationship and been great parents to their two sons, Sean and Ty Harmon, 34 and 30 respectively. Their parents spent most of their childhood avoiding media attention and keeping their lives private until finally they decided to follow their parents into the entertainment industry. Ty, the younger son, works as a screenwriter. Let's take a look at Mark playing a huge part in Sean's engagement. Sean, on the other hand, has not only followed his parents into becoming an actor, but also followed in his father's footsteps into becoming an NCIS star. Of course, he isn't as well known as Mark, but he gets a lot of attention because of his role. Sean plays a younger Leroy Jethro Gibbs, Mark's character during flashbacks. The idea that Mark's own son would be his character's younger self appealed to the fans a lot, and let's just say Sean, up till now, has been pretty successful in keeping them satisfied. Speaking of satisfaction, Courtney was no doubt absolutely overjoyed because of the gorgeous proposal her fiancé set out for her. The two make nearly as perfect a couple as Mark and Pam themselves, which is really saying something. This brings us back to Mark and his part in the proposal, or more like his horses. Yes, that's right. Mark's part in the beautiful moment came in the face of a horse, who apparently took the show even when the main couple was on screen. Courtney was the one to explain the predicament to the rather confused but also amused fans. She told them that the horse that had been a big part of their engagement photo shoot, and in many people's opinions, one of the biggest highlights of the whole event, was actually Mark's horse. Next up, how Mark's horse Half and Half stole the show. She, like many others, seemed to think that the horse was absolutely adorable and wrote while referring to the photos that she was posting a few more because the horses were the real stars of the show, not them. While talking about the last photo, she even said that the horse seemed to be looking at her ring and saying, "Girl, let us check out that ring," and anyone who would try and convince her otherwise would be, well, unsuccessful. She then posted that she had found out not that day, but the next morning, that the horse, who had been officiating the proposal, as Courtney dubbed it, was the horse of Sean's dad, Mark Harmon himself. And he wasn't new to the family either. The horse, or Half and Half, seeing as that's his name, had been Mark's horse for quite some time now, years and years, to be a bit more precise, in Courtney's opinion, and no doubt everyone would agree with her. This discovery only made the event a whole lot more special for her. Her positive reaction to Half and Half and everything else put together with the obvious effort Sean went through to put up such a beautiful proposal for her shows that the couple has a bright future ahead of them, and not much can change this. Finally, Sean and Courtney are going to tie the knot in November. Courtney even shared a picture of the ring after the proposal with a sweet message, which read 1,000,000 times yes, and talked about how she just couldn't wait to see where their lives led them, most probably to a lifetime of adventures with best friend and lover Sean Harmon. Sean then proceeded to share another picture, this time from the special occasion, and also wrote a sweet message with it. He said that their adventures had taken them from Iceland and its frosty fjords to the Indian Ocean and its shipwrecks. He wrote that there was nothing in this world they couldn't do, and definitely nothing he wanted to do without her. Sean promised the engagement was just the beginning, and together they would go to the ends of the world and even beyond. And just like that, with these beautiful words, he welcomed Courtney to his family. Not to mention, it seems like the two will tie the knot very soon. The hint? A few days ago, Courtney shared a snap of them kissing in the Maldives and captioned how there was only a week left till the best days of their lives. Now, moving on to Mark Harmon talking about his long-term marriage with Pam Dawber. First and foremost, Mark Harmon is happily married to his wife, Pam Dawber. Actor Mark Harmon is known for dedicating himself to his role, especially when it comes to NCIS, the beloved crime show that has been going on for about 20 years now. But it seems like NCIS isn't the only thing Mark is willing to commit his whole life to. The actor is happily married to Pam Dawber, and let's just say they're the dream couple every Hollywood star wished they could be like. Mark is well known across the world for his role as Leroy Jethro Gibbs. Unfortunately though, fans had to face the fact that he won't be playing in the CBS show, but that was in 2021, so they've had plenty of time to adjust to the news. The focus is currently on him and his wife Pam, who's been acting since 1987. The couple is quite famous and well known, but they like to keep their lives private and away from the spotlight. Coming up, Mark reveals the key to a happy marriage. Of course, being private doesn't mean they haven't disclosed anything to the public. The couple has, sometimes over the course of their relationship, spoken up about it. The two are happily married, and despite how romantic and sweet that is, we all know staying in a healthy, long-term relationship isn't exactly an easy job. When asked about whether they had some secrets to keeping their romance alive, Mark answered that they had made their fair share of stupid mistakes before they finally decided to tie the knot. The NCIS star said that it was probably what led to their happy marriage. They had both been in their 30s when they had gotten married and had their 20s to mess up and grow. To him, the key to a happy marriage is maturity. Last but not least, Pam talks about their marriage. Pam also shared that both of them had separate spaces in their home so they could enjoy their alone time without feeling overwhelmed by the constant presence of the other. She said that Mark was a garage guy who had 17 hammers, whereas she had an art studio, or her lady cave, as she dubbed it. Of course, like every normal couple, they have had their disagreements, but they were mature enough to get over these obstacles. Mark revealed that they generally didn't like the same thing, but he actually believed that this had proved to be healthy for them in the past. He even told the public that his wife had been against him taking the role of Freddie Shoop in Summer School in 1987. He revealed that he had only wanted to do it as that was his chance to work with Carl Reiner, but Pam didn't like it. Both of them have spoken up about wanting to keep their lives as private as possible. Pam, while explaining why, said that it wasn't that either of them was trying to keep anything secret, but if you aren't willing to see your life being exploited by the press, it's a necessary precaution. To her, when a person is married, their family is their real life, and she wasn't comfortable having her kids plastered everywhere just because their parents are famous. That's a wrap for this video. Can you think of any other Hollywood actors married as long as Mark and Pam? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.